Hello, fellow humans. Edelbrack Smith here, broadcasting once again from a digital air balloon floating through the cloud. Today, we're taking a look at Google's Stadia Connect for April 28th, 2020. And what a Connect it was. We got new games released today, as well as a bunch of indie and AAA games being released in the future. So let's get started and see what's available now. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds is out on Stadia, free as a pro game now. That's a major announcement. PUBG may not be the craze that it once was, but it created the Battle Royale genre, and there are still plenty of people playing it. 500,000-ish at its peak in the last 24 hours, according to SteamCharts.com. Also, it's crossplay, which is interesting. What that means, if you aren't aware, is that you'll be playing with people on other systems. Now, they only mentioned consoles in the Connect, so you might not be able to play with PC players. Still, it'll be very interesting to see how Stadia players fare versus console players with the possible additional lag that comes with streaming. Monopoly also launched, which is nice, I guess. I've never been a huge Monopoly fan, but at $10 on sale, someone's going to be happy out there. The big release for me is Get Packed. Released for $19.99, this is a game I've been looking forward to since they announced it. It looks funny, irreverent, and like it's going to be a blast to play with some of my clutchmates. Another fantastic release is Octopath Traveler, something I bought on Switch but never got around to playing. For $59.99, I might wait on this one though. I've heard it's a great game, but I'm not sure I can justify $60 for a game I already own on another system. Still, this is a win as it's a perfect game to play on the TV or on a smaller screen like a phone. That's it for the games that were released and ready to play today, but that wasn't the end of the news. Stadia announced a partnership with EA, which means they'll be bringing Jedi Fallen Order in the fall, and then Madden and FIFA to Stadia. Now, I'm not a sports guy, but that's big news. There are thousands of people who only buy Madden or FIFA and will buy entire consoles just to play those games. Now they've got a much cheaper alternative, and it should bring in some massive numbers to the Stadia platform. That's huge for Google. Jedi Fallen Order I'm personally more excited about. I just beat this on Steam recently and it was a fantastic game. Probably the best Star Wars game since Knights of the Old Republic. It also ran somewhat choppy on my high-end gaming PC, so I'll be interested to see how it performs and looks on Stadia. They also announced new pro games for May, including SteamWorld Heist, The Turing Test, and Zombie Army 4. SteamWorld Heist should be a day one pickup for any fan of turn-based strategy. It's from the creators of SteamWorld Dig and set in the same steampunk robot world. It's fantastic. I've got a SteamWorld Dig 2 review video coming out this Sunday and, spoiler alert, I loved it. As for The Turing Test and Zombie Army 4, I know almost nothing about either. Turing Test reminds me of Portal to a point, in that it appears to be a first-person puzzle game, and Zombie Army 4 looks like a mindless blast. Honestly, for free, I'm excited for all three of these games. Finally, let's discuss the games that were announced for the future. Rock of Ages 3, which looks quirky, like Monty Python meets Super Monkey Ball, I guess. I was never really interested enough in the previous two to play them, but maybe I'm missing out. Let me know in the comments. Next, we've got Creta? I'm not sure exactly how to say it. They didn't go into much detail here. It appears to be a dreamlike creation engine where users can create their own short games. According to the press release, the levels will of course live in Stadia, which means there's no downloading for newer player-made games. You just click and play instantly. That's the beauty of Stadia right there. And it's coming to Stadia Pro this summer, it looks like, which could be huge. Graphically, it looks a bit like Fortnite, but we'll have to see as more information comes out. Another announced game was Ember. The premise here is that firefighting has been outsourced to an Uber-like app. So you get a ping with a new mission and have to arrive on scene, rescue people, put out fires, break down doors, and get rated on your final performance. It looks like a quirky, physics-based game of the type that Stadia seems to be so fond of, think Get Packed here. According to their press kit, as an Ember responder, you'll answer clients' calls for help and bring firefighting directly to their door, break down doors, clear gas leaks, and put out fires. No job is too much for an Ember responder. There will be up to 4-player co-op, a campaign mode, equipment upgrades, and more. It looks like it'll be releasing sometime in May 2021 with an early access this May in 2020. Does that mean Stadia will be supporting early access games? I guess we'll find out in May. Finally, we've got Wavebreak, and this is probably the one I'm looking forward to the most. It looks like a mix between Wave Race, Tony Hawk, and Road Rash. It'll be launching for $29.99 this summer and supports skateboard-style moves and combos on a boat somehow, boat-to-boat violence, online and local multiplayer, a campaign mode, and, quote, a boatload of customization. Now, if you cringed at that pun, we can't be friends because that's fantastic. So that was Stadia Connect for April 28th, 2020. Did it do what it needed to do? I'd say absolutely. We've got a few stealth drop games, including PUBG. We got announcements for a partnership with EA that'll bring big games including Madden and FIFA to Stadia. I can't stress how important those two games are going to be for the platform. We also saw a bunch of Stadia first indie games and several new free games for May. The only disappointing thing was the lack of any major exclusives to the platform, but honestly, it's not something I'm terribly upset with at this point. Do I want it? Yes. Can I wait? Sure, for a while anyway. Oh no, the internet is drifting behind a cosmic wave, so it looks like I'll have to go. What did you think of Stadia Connect? Make sure to like and subscribe as it helps the channel out a lot, and leave a comment down below. Until next time, Edelbrack Smith, signing out.